Hey y'all, welcome to Life in Recovery Land. Tonight I will be sharing my three-year recovery story, and I know that nobody's here yet, so I guess I'm just gonna wait till somebody gets here. Cool. Who's here? Okay, well, so far nobody. Oh, Lush Jungle. Hi, Lush Jungle. How are you? I'll start sharing my, I will start sharing my story here in about 9 minutes. I just want to make sure that there's enough time for, plenty of people to get here. Can't wait. I'm so excited about today. It's been a pretty good day. So far, I went to a meeting. I went to an AA meeting and collected my 3-year chip, and I'm doing this, and I'll be doing my sharing my story on Narcotics Anonymous in my home group on Sunday. So I'm excited about that. I'm so excited about sharing with you guys my experience, strength, and hope tonight. And yeah, I guess I'm kind of just a little nervous, but you know, I'm sure we all are our very first live. So excited for this. Oh my gosh, y'all keep coming. Anyway, y'all, if y'all have any questions or anything like that, you know, that I can address about my story, or you know, things you'd like to hear that have to do with my story, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm more than happy. I'm an open book, and I totally live out loud. Hey. 5 of you here. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is really making my day. I'm so glad that you guys want to hear my story. You know, I've been through a lot, especially this past couple of years, and it's been really hard. It really has. And just knowing that there are people who actually want to hear my story tonight, it really warms my heart. I'm so glad that you're all joining. I'm really hoping that we get quite a few more, because I'm ready to share with everybody. Hi y'all, welcome everybody. There's a lot of you. Thank you for coming. Let's see what we got. Wow, you guys are wonderful. So many. At least to me, so many. This is wonderful. I'm so excited about this. Oops, excuse me. So now we've got 10 people. Great. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. We got about 6 more minutes until I really get into it. Hey y'all. Let's see here. Iris Mercado. Oh, hey Ice. Noah God 1. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm so glad y'all are here. Yay. Y'all really are making my day today, just so you know. Damn ugly. I'm sure you're not ugly. Oh, what a name. But hi, how are you? Oh, this is so great. So glad you guys are joining me. So I guess I could at least start by introducing myself. I am, my name is Christina Smith, and I was brought up here in Clarksville. I'm not going to start telling the whole thing just yet, though, because, you know, I promised 6 o'clock. And this, y'all have to bear with me though, because this is my first live video. I'm really excited about this. I'm so glad you're joining me. Holy moly, this is awesome. Oh, come on, y'all. Come back. So anyway, please feel free to share my video and bring some more people in. I really would like to share with everybody. I started sharing this my experience, strength, and hope in about 5 minutes. I hope y'all are ready, because I really just hope that I can help at least one person tonight. Really, that's all that matters to me. I'd hate for somebody to end up where I ended up, or I'd like to at least help somebody, you know, come as far as I've come. And I never thought that I'd make it this far. I really didn't. So, come on in, everybody. Hard luck. So glad you're here. Welcome. Oh, well, you left. Well, crap. I'm gonna cry. 4 minutes until I start. Well, where is everybody? Y'all left. RVHTX, welcome. I'm starting it in 3 minutes. I've just got it started up so people can come in the room. Hey, welcome. Glad you're here. My actual story will start here in about 2 minutes. I'm so glad people are starting to come in again. Sheed Knox, welcome. Welcome. So glad y'all are here. I mean, if you want to, yeah, go ahead.
I want to be in the frame.
Hi, y'all. Welcome. Hey, Victoria. How are you? So glad you're here. Yay. Thank you for the likes, y'all. This is my daughter behind me. Well, I guess I'm going the wrong way. Say hi, Fee.
Hello.
So glad everybody's joining me. Sheed Knox and Victoria Lynn. So glad that y'all are here. I'm starting here in 2 minutes, and I'm so glad that y'all are coming in. Please invite people, share this so that I can share the message with everyone. I've had a wonderful day. This is my 3-year celebration. At least on TikTok it is. I'm so happy that people are here. Chad Hill, welcome. So glad that you're here. I'm so glad that I've got new people following me, and I'm going to start here in just a minute. I'm so glad that I get to share my story with you guys. I'm really nervous because this is my first time doing it like this online. I've done several videos, but never live. So just bear with me a little bit. I'm so glad that y'all are coming in. This is really making my day. Again, this is my daughter Fiona. Oh, here's a kitty cat. Get down, kitty cat.
Cat cat.
That's not cat cat. That's mama cat.
He's mine.
Alrighty. So, hi y'all. Welcome. Glad you're coming in. Thank you for being here for me. And I'm really hoping that I can help each and every one of you. Or if you could, Please share this with people. Bring people on in. If I can help with just one person tonight, that'll really make my day. So it's 6 o'clock, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and start. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Today is my 3-year anniversary of being in recovery. My clean date is January 26, 2019. I was born and raised here in Clarksville, Tennessee. Hi, Jenna. How are you? Glad you're here. I was born and raised here in Clarksville, Tennessee. This is my daughter behind me, by the way.
Hello.
And
I got the guitar.
I had kind of a hard childhood, but I'm sure most of us did. Oh, duh. Hi, Critter. My bad. Anyway, so for those of you who know me in person, you pretty much know a lot of my story. I had kind of a hard childhood. I know that most of us did. I was abused in every which way you can think of, and I wasn't very happy. Now, I don't feel like I was probably at this point. Hang on, let me slow down. When I was younger, I used to think that I was just so abused, that I was treated horribly, will you stop? That I was treated horribly, that my life was worse than everybody's. I was a victim. Hey, baby. Critter waves at you.
Hello.
Anyway, so, I thought that my life was the worst. It wasn't until I came into recovery that I realized that it was bad, but it wasn't so bad. Does that make any sense to y'all? I blamed everything on my mother, and I blamed everything on everybody around me, everybody but myself. I thought that I was the victim no matter which way I turned. I was bullied, and I was told, in my early 20s by some of the people that I knew, who I ended up being friends with, but they told me that I acted like I was a prima donna, and so he said that I acted like a prima donna, and that's why I got bullied a lot, because I thought that I was better than everybody. Now, I really didn't think that, but I guess I felt like I had to put up walls around me, and that kind of carried on throughout my life. I showed a lot of confidence that I didn't really have. Anyway, so I went through physical, sexual, and emotional abuse, and it was at the time I thought it was really, really, really bad. So anyway, into my teenagehood, hang on. At age 5, I was diagnosed with being ADHD, and they put me on medication. I was on Adderall, not Adderall because I didn't have that back then. I was on Ritalin and I was on Dexedrine, and after a couple years, my mom took me off of it because I wasn't growing up or out. So she took me off of it, and I ended up acting out a lot because I couldn't focus, and I guess I had become pretty dependent on that medication. Those amphetamines, I feel like at that time, is what ended up being the beginning of my addiction in the end. In my teenagehood, I smoked a lot of weed. I rebelled a lot. I bounced off the walls. I wanted attention, and nobody was giving me any attention, or at least not good attention. So I figured at that point, you know what? I don't care what attention it is. Just give it to me. I used my body as a way to feel loved, and I was looking for love in all the wrong places. I didn't really know how to live back then. And by the time that I actually got on drugs, I still didn't know how to live. I had my two oldest children when I was almost 19 and when I was 21. And they ended up being taken away from me when they were 6 and 8. I'm not even going to go into that right now, but anyways, I went above and beyond to get them back, and things were added to our family plan. They kept adding things, and it was just like it never ended. So that's when I started having panic attacks, which ultimately ended up leading to worse things in my life. After a year, DCS told me that I had to either give up my my rights, or they were going to take them from me. So what did I do? I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I ended up letting them. I gave it up because I figured that the people who were going to take care of them would take better care of them than I could. That was really, really hard on me, and it was a really traumatic event. So, you know, in recovery, I've learned that we go through, a lot of us go through traumatic event after traumatic event after traumatic event. And a lot of times that's what leads us to drugs, because we don't want to feel. We don't want to think about those hurts and those pains and those fears that we have. And for me in life, it was like one traumatic event after another. You know, it was the abuse was when I was a child. It was the bullying. It was the loss of my 2 older children. It was a lot of things. When I was in 2000, I was also in a relationship with this one guy for about 5 years, and he put his hands on me quite a bit during those 5 years, and that wasn't cool at all. Obviously, I met my current husband right after we broke up for the last time, and we've now been married for about 12 years. But we had a breakup. We had a brief breakup after about a month of us dating, where I met the father of my daughter, and he really was and is an amazing guy. You know, we all have our troubles and things happen, and so he ended up not being, you know, able to be in her life for a long time. He is now, and he's doing great, and I'm so proud of him. Let me go back just a little bit. I had a friend who used to stop the bullying when I was in 7th grade, and she is still my friend today. We originally got, at least for me, I got clean and sober this time with her. She relapsed a couple of times, but she has been such a huge part of my life that I don't know if she's on here, but Shay, I love you. Thank you for everything you've done for me in my life. So anyway, move, kitty cat. So anyway, let me get to the drugs part. I first started doing, I smoked weed and drank a lot in high school. And then in 2008, I started doing stimulants. That was for about 6 months. One day I looked, one day I looked in the mirror and I saw, you're not pretty anymore. I was thin. My nose was all red and chapped. I had bags under my eyes that were all pretty much black. And my whole face was just gone. And I wasn't happy with what I was going through. I wasn't happy with life. So I left. Now, of course, I went all the way to Florida, and I spent like 2 months there, but I came back, and I ended up going back to that guy, but then I ended up, anyway, so I had my daughter. I I got pregnant with my daughter during my husband and our breakup. And when her father and I broke up after that, I ended up back with my husband. He's been there for us since the beginning, and that's who she calls Daddy. She knows her biological father now, and she actually talks to him every once in a while, and they're at least starting to have a relationship, and I'm really happy about that. But anyway, so I decided I was going to go to college right after we got married, and I did it online, and I was so intent on graduating with a high GPA that I was so intent with graduating with a high GPA that I ended up, sorry, my brain's going every which way. I went and I had my doctors put me back on medication for my ADD. Because at this point it was not ADHD anymore, it was ADD. And at the time I was also diagnosed with bipolar, mostly manic. So, you know, I was told that apparently those used to, and still do, get confused a lot. You know, sometimes a person is one or the other, or they're both, and they get confused a lot by the doctors, and they don't know what to diagnose you with. So they misdiagnose you. Well, excuse me, I ended up being diagnosed with both. I got back on the ADHD meds, or ADD meds, only this time they put me on Adderall and Vyvanse all at the same time. I didn't know yet that I was an addict. I didn't even have a clue. At that point, I hadn't even had I hadn't drank much, you know, at that point. Now, but when I did drink, I wasn't able to stop. When I drank, I would drink until I either puked and or passed out, whichever came first. But I didn't know that I had a problem. So when I got on the stimulants for my ADD, I was very happy with myself because they made it so that I could stay up for days at a time and I could get all of my work done, and I felt like it was superior work to the point to where, you know, I thought, oh my God, this is wonderful. I had a 3.8 GPA. By the time I graduated, it was 3.87, and so I thought I'd found a miracle. I should have known that I had a problem though, because, you know, I was getting a total of 90 pills. You know, it was 30 of Vyvanse and 60 of the Adderalls, and I was taking all 90 in 3 days. I should have known at that point that I had a problem. But no, I was still in denial. I thought, no, this is for school and I'm doing good. And this is making me, you know, this is making me do good. This is helping me better myself. So no, I don't have a problem. So I would stay awake for days, and then I would sleep for a couple of days. And my husband would take care of Fiona. Anyway, so I graduated in 2012 and went on. We ended up moving to Bakersfield, California, and I was still on those medications, and so I made it from Clarksville, Tennessee to Bakersfield, California in less than 24 hours. I was popping those pills like you wouldn't believe, but no, I didn't have a problem. That's what my disease kept telling me, was that I didn't have a problem. We moved back a month later because we couldn't afford it, and we ended up staying with my sister, and I was going over to a friend's house just to kind of get away a little bit, and at her house I was introduced to what ended up becoming the love of my life, and that was the worst amphetamine of them all. I was almost immediately hooked, and it was like my dream drug, because I felt like it cured everything. It cured my physical pain. It cured my emotional pain. It made it so that I was so numb, I didn't feel a damn thing. Not my pain, not my hurt, not my fear. I didn't get angry much until I was coming down. And that's when I felt the pain. And that's when I felt the hurt. And that's when I felt the fear of life and its own everything would come in on me, and I would get so overwhelmed that my body cried out and I had seizures. I don't have epilepsy. I have stress-induced seizures. And they were way worse when I was coming down from the drug than before I even got on it. And all of my dealers knew when I was coming down, because I would start texting them all or calling them all, and I was like, hey, please tell me you got something. Please help me. My seizures are starting again. And that scared the crap out of me, because I thought that it was my cure-all. I thought that's what stopped the seizures. I thought that's what made me better. I didn't realize, not fully, that I was neglecting my daughter. I was neglecting my husband. I was really neglecting myself, because I even stopped eating. And that was another thing. I was kind of big when I first started. By the time that I came into recovery, I was 170 pounds, and I looked like a skeleton. I was totally Skeletor. I was sick, and I've got a picture that I've already posted in one of my videos where I'd put on makeup where I was so white, and I had on this bright lipstick and this black eyeliner, and I looked like fucking Joker. Excuse my language, but I looked like Joker. I'm not proud of that. Not at all. I kind of miss being thin because, well, I feel like I was able to do more things when I was thin than I can now, movement wise, bending over and I could wear clothes that I thought looked better on me. But again, that's my disease talking. That's my disease telling me, hey, we need to get back on that again. Hey, let's lose a bunch of weight. Hey, you look great when you're on drugs. But no, I don't. I know I don't. I am trying to lose weight now, but I'm really hoping that I'm going to try not to go too far. If I get down to 199, that'll make me happy. That'll make me extremely happy, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. I'm not going to take any drugs for it though. I'm watching what I eat, and I'm getting exercise, and that's how I'm trying to take care of that. Anyway, but luckily I have a support system around me who will tell me in a heartbeat, if I'm doing it the wrong way. I've got people around me who will tell me, hey Chris, you're not living your life in recovery the way you should. You're not connected to your higher power, because I'm telling you, my higher power, by the way, I have probably 1 million higher powers. Because I personally have a hard time believing that there's one omnipotent being that watches us all. So in my head, to convince myself that everything is okay, I believe in many, many gods and goddesses, because believe me, I feel like at least that way when I pray, which is all day, every day, then somebody's listening to me. Somebody's hearing my prayer, and somebody's going to help me stay clean for that day, or for that moment, or for that hour. It's one day at a time. I've got 3 years today, and it's still one day at a time. When I got clean, like I said, oh wait, let me go back a little bit. I'm sorry, one more time. In 2016, I had already, I'd gotten off the drug, and I'd been off of it for close to a year, when we had a really stressful, traumatic moment happen in our lives. We were living in the projects, and I've got a mouth on me, by the way. I know I seem purely nice, but remember, I'm bipolar. I've been diagnosed with bipolar, and sometimes my anger and my rage can get the best of me. My mouth, once my mouth starts going, I can't stop it, it feels like. So anyway, we were living in the projects, and I looked outside one day, and there were a bunch of people hanging around on the car that we were using, which is my mother-in-law's car. They're all sitting on it and leaning up against it, but they had their own car they could have been on. That was the way I looked at it. So I went out there, and I thought I was being nice at first. I was like, hey, excuse me, can y'all tell me exactly why you're all over our car when you got your own? And they all looked at me like I was stupid. So I said, excuse me, come on, have a little respect. Get the fuck off my motherfucking car. And they still looked at me like I was stupid. And I said it louder. I said, get the fuck off my motherfucking car. At that point, I should have already shut my mouth before that. These guys got off the car, and they came towards me, and I didn't realize it, but they were starting to surround me, and I was getting into a big fucking argument with, I don't know his name, I don't remember. All I know is he was basically their leader or whatever. Anyway, he's who they were listening to. He and I were getting in each other's faces, and I was going off. I couldn't shut myself up. It was all just coming out. Well, I didn't know that they were coming around me, and Kevin was looking out from the window, I guess, and saw it, and he came outside, and he yelled out, hey, y'all pick on somebody your own size. They all looked up at him, and the next thing you know, they started running. And they grabbed him, and they threw him down on the ground, and they started curb stomping him. In his face, on everywhere they could find, they were stomping him. So I ran over thinking I was Miss Billy Badass, and I started grabbing them like this, like you would think what are they called? The guys at the bars who kick people out. Anyway, I thought I was one of those, and I started grabbing these guys by the shirts and was pulling them off of them. Well, then somebody grabbed me, pulled me under the crowd, and the next thing you know, I was getting punched in the face, and I couldn't get up. It turns out there was this girl who was twice my size. She was standing on my hair so I couldn't move, and she was beating the crap out of me. I had a cracked rib, and my face was bad. It was really scary. It really was. So anyway, that was really traumatic for me. I was so scared that I couldn't even leave my house, my apartment. They ended up moving us to a different set of projects, like a week or so later. But you know what? My diseased mind couldn't handle it. I almost immediately relapsed. And that relapse sent me into a 2-year tailspin, where that's pretty much all I did. We moved to the other place. Sorry, it was a 3-year tailspin. Anyway, we moved to the other place, and I was constantly getting high. I ended up turning that place, that 2-bedroom place, into a big fucking trap house, and I had anywhere from 10 to 20 people there living at one time, at any given time, and usually at least 4 of them were my dealers. What the fuck was I thinking? I had my husband, I had my daughter there. She was in kindergarten. What was I thinking? I wasn't. My disease just said, I want more. I don't want to feel. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want to care. So I kept going and I kept going. Well, because I started spending all of my money on drugs and stopped paying the bills, we were evicted a year later. Probably not even a year. Anyway, we were evicted in 2017, and my husband and my daughter, they went ahead and went to stay with my in-laws, and I was homeless for the next 2 years. Now I earned that spot, in the homeless life, because I didn't care. I didn't care if I had a home. I didn't care if I really had food in my stomach, because I was high. I wasn't hungry. I didn't care what people were doing to me, if they were doing anything to me. I didn't care what they were doing around me. I didn't care if my family was around, really. All I cared about was me and feeding that addiction. I did a lot of things to feed that addiction. I boosted. That was my main thing. I went and I boosted felonies worth of hobby supplies, art supplies, every single day, and would trade them for my drugs. If I didn't have the money, that's what I was doing. By the time I got done, I'm gonna say I probably had a good. Oh wait, let me slow down. By the time I was done, I was also selling. So, I was getting probably a good 1/4 ounce every day or every couple of days, and I was selling half of it and doing half of it, and then I would do it all over again the next day or the day after that. I got to a point to where I wasn't even selling half of it. I was doing most of it. I was for the last year that I was in recovery, I was giving myself lots and lots of scars on my arms. Yeah, I decided I was going to be an IV user. And I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody, but I chose to be an IV user, and I wasn't a very good one. I missed, thank goodness, and I leaked, thank goodness, so many times, because, because my higher powers were really watching out for me. The very last shot that I ever took was 1 gram mixed with 10 cc's of water. And, that's like so thick. I don't know how the hell I even got it into the needle. I really don't. I forced that shit into my arm, and it leaked so bad that I still have kind of a bump right here where it was. You just can't really see it, but I think that subconsciously I was seriously trying to kill myself. I didn't want to live anymore. I didn't feel like life was worth living. At that point, I didn't even care about myself anymore. No, not my family, not myself, not any of the people I was around or with, or you know what? I didn't want to be around anymore. But I took that last shot and I lived. I didn't even get high off of it because it all leaked out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making that happen. Because otherwise I wouldn't be here today to share this with you. That the very next day is when I decided that I wasn't going to live like that anymore. I called my sister and I said, hey, because she was also in active addiction. I said, hey, I'm done with this. I'm so done. I'm retiring. Do you want what I have left? I gave her my safe, my scales, all my paraphernalia, and all the drugs I had left because I was done. That was January 26th of 2019. Thank God that I was still being watched over, because 3 days later, I was arrested for a capias that I had. I didn't know that I had it. It's not like I would have done anything about it, to be honest. But I didn't know that I had it, and I got arrested. I'm so glad that I was being watched out for, because I don't know how much longer it would have been before I relapsed again. Here comes the strength and the hope. I was accepted into drug court, and I was in jail for 78 days before they released me. And they still hadn't found me a placement, or they didn't. The bed wasn't ready yet, so they let me go home for 2 weeks. They were trusting me to go home for 2 weeks. I went to 3 meetings a day, every day for those 2 weeks. And I started out in the Mother Fellowship of AA. For the first full year, Clark Street AA was my home. That place gave me so much. I learned so much, and it gave me so much serenity. And I was so much better after that year. I still have plenty of friends who go there, and I still go from time to time. But for the past 2 years, I've been doing a lot of my meetings in the Fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous. You know, where you're not you when you're high. I have a wonderful sponsor, and you know, I can say for sure, you know, there were plenty of times during the past 3 years that I wanted to use, plenty. But you know, this is how I've made it this far. I have used the tools that were given to me. I've gone to meetings. I typically go to at least 5 meetings a week. I do service work in my home group. I do service work in my area. I'm on, I do an H&I subcommittee, which I'm going to do a shout out to my girls. I love you guys, and I'm so glad that you're here. I do these things. I go to meetings. I call my sponsor 3 years, and I still call my sponsor every single day. Every day. Because, you know, without my sponsor, I don't know what I would do. I call her when I'm having good days. I call her when I'm having bad days. Sometimes I call her 50 times a day and bug the shit out of her, because I need that. If I miss a day or two, she calls me. And that's what I love about my sponsor. If I don't call her for a couple days, she will bang down my door and make sure that I'm not using. She will call me, and if I don't answer, oh, she's on it. That woman is a bulldog, and that's the best. I love her, I love her, I love her. Anyway, so I also call other people in recovery. Like I said, I make at least 5 meetings a week. I now have 5 sponsees, and I love every single one of them. I'm so glad that I have them, because my sponsees and the newcomers to all of the meetings that we have, that I attend, they're the ones who help me the most, because it reminds me, I'm sorry, I know I'm crying a lot, but it reminds me that out there, it's still the same, you know, out there in that life where I don't want to be, it's still the same. People are still dying every single day, all day long, you know, and you know, I've got friends who have DOCs of all kinds. Some people will say, your DOC is weed? What's wrong with weed? Well, I'll tell you what's wrong. A drug is a drug is a drug. It really is. A drug is a drug is a drug. Whether it's weed or it's alcohol, you know, they're all drugs. Sorry. A drug is a drug is a drug, and nothing is worse. Nothing is not as bad, you know. they're all the same thing. And so anyway, I've had friends that have relapsed on several different things, and I'm like, you know what? I still love you no matter what it is. I know it's still hard. Hey, Becky. It's okay. I still love you. I'm just, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, to me, it doesn't matter what your DOC is. I'm still gonna love you. I'm gonna love you until you can love yourself, and then I'm gonna keep on loving you, because you know what? That's how we do. That's how we do in recovery. I don't care what fellowship you're in. I don't care what your DOC is. I don't care who your friends are, who your dealers were. I don't care, about any of that. We are all the same. We are all sick. Y'all all help me just as much as I hope that I've helped you. I don't have to live that way anymore. I'll tell you where I'm at right now. For the past 2 years, my husband, my daughter, and I have been living in a 2-bedroom with a friend of ours, and we've been sharing one of the bedrooms. And it's been alright, but I think we've finally grown to where we just, it's too small for us now. So here's the blessings that I've received lately. For Christmas, my mother-in-law told us that if we found a place for just us, she would pay the deposit and whatever else to get us in. And she did. She paid $1,200 to get us into our own place. We'll be moving in there next week. Yay! I'm so excited. This is going to be the first place that I've lived in with just me, my husband, and my daughter in probably a good 5, 6, 7 years. Because it was since before I got on drugs. Because once I started getting on drugs, I moved everybody in. I didn't care. I was taking care of everybody, Thank you. Thanks, Krista. I love you too. But so anyway, we finally get our own place, and I'm so excited. And I have a friend of mine who I've been working with to help her get through some stuff that she's going through, and to help her organize her household basically. And she is in return, which I don't really need return because she's my friend, but in return she's actually practically furnishing our house. That's definitely a blessing. Thanks, Critter. So there's that, and then she turned around, and she may or may not be helping us. She might be selling us her one of her vehicles, and that tickles me to no end, because we've been driving my mother-in-law's car for the past 12 years, and I think we've it might need to retire. This has really been an amazing past few weeks. It's been an amazing 3 years. In AA they call it the promises, and first I had the growth, and now the rest of the promises are coming in. And I have so many people in my life that support me. I have so many friends in recovery, online and in person, and these are the people that I really want to. I'm gonna keep them around me because you are who you're around. Basically, I paid attention to people, places, and things. It's one of the reasons I gained 70 pounds because once COVID hit, I considered that my excuse pretty much. Because that meant I didn't have to leave my house. I didn't have to worry about whether I was going to run into a dealer or somebody I used with who was still in active addiction, because I knew that if I didn't feel like I had the strength at that point. And I still stay in the house most of the time. I don't like dealing with other people's drama, because that drama at any point could lead me to relapse. I don't need that. I don't need those kind of people in my life. I need people in my life who are positive. And that's who I tend to keep around me. I try to do my best for others around me, and I've finally got the life that I want to live. Also, here's another blessing. Here's another blessing. So, Social Security, I'm on disability, and I have been since 2006. Social Security contacted the United States Department of Education on their own and told them that I am permanently and totally disabled. So they, as of the 12th of this month, they forgave every single one of my student loans that were in default. I don't have any more student loans that I have to pay. They forgave them all. That means that in 3 years, I might be able to go back to college and finish my bachelor's in psychology. That makes me so happy to no end. Now, once I can get my seizures to calm down to a point to where I'm not having them every day, I might be able to go get my license back. And then I might actually be able to drive. And once I'm able to drive again, then I'll actually be able to go work for a rehab facility, because that's what I actually want to do. I want to work with people like myself. I want to work with those who want to be in recovery. I want to show them that it works. You guys, it's been 3 years, and I think I'm happier than I've ever been happy in my whole life. I want to thank all of you for being here for me, and for hearing me tell my story. I want to thank you all for just, I hope you guys have gotten something out of this, because I feel like I've just been rattling on. But that's my experience, my strength, and my hope. And I really hope that you guys get some hope out of this too. And that's all I've got. Thanks. Love you guys. If you've got any questions, now I can actually really answer them. I'll give it a few minutes. If not, then once everybody's gone, that's when I'll leave. Thanks, Critter. I appreciate that. I love you too, Becky. You guys are so amazing. You really are. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you so much. God, I don't know what I would do without you guys. I really don't. So anyway, I'm done rattling on unless y'all have questions. Thanks, Victoria. I really hope that you guys can get some of this too. That's awesome. Y'all made my day. Oh, so I wanted to show y'all something real quick. I picked up my 3-year chip from AA today. And again, for those of y'all who don't know, on Sunday I'll be picking up my 3-year medallion. Well, actually, I'm getting 2 3-year medallions because my husband decided to go overboard. But let me see if I can find it. This is so cool. So I picked this up today, and it was really cool because my sponsor she went to the noon with me as well, and it's got the Serenity Prayer on the back. Well, I guess you probably can't see it that well, but this is where I started. This is the Mother Fellowship, and they will always be in my heart. Thank you so much, Critter, and thanks, Danielle. I'll get on here in a few days, and I'll show y'all my new medallions. I told my husband I don't want to see them though, because I don't want to see them until that day, because it's kind of tradition. Oh, and I want to send out a shout out to my friend Tina as well. I don't know if Tina's gotten on here or if she's gonna look at this later, but my friend Tina, she at the meeting earlier today, she made sure to show up for me, and she even passed around a card, and that really touched my heart. It really did. So yeah. For those of you who live in Clarksville, I really hope you come to Serenity Group on Sunday night at 8 p.m. to actually celebrate with me. I'm gonna tell my story again, but it may not be the same, because there's so many different parts of my life, and I don't have it all memorized. Not word for word, but we're gonna have cake, and it's gonna be a great meeting. I really hope to see y'all there. What do you mean I'm too much? I'm not too much. Wait a minute. I guess I am too much. I'm an addict. I'm a little extra. Always. It doesn't hurt to be a little extra, as long as I'm not doing bad things, right? Oh, I love you, Becky. Yay! Thank you. Oh, okay. Woo-hoo. Anyway, so Becky, do you keep leaving and joining again? Is that what this is? It keeps saying you joined. Aww. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. It's time to eat dinner. My roommate cooked something really, really good, so I'm excited. I love you guys, though, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night. Oh, and if any of my sponsees are on here, please call me afterwards. I would love to hear your beautiful voices. Mwah. I love you too. Good night. How do I end this? Oh, there we go.